What's up? It's your local banana and VMA award-winning choreographer, Fullout Cortland. And today I'm here to react to my VMA award-winning choreography to Doja Cat's Woman. Before we get started, I want to talk about some banana peels that we had to dodge before we got to set. So let me tell you how we only had 2 days for a choreography video. And so that was a huge struggle for me because I wanted it to be this crazy moment. Like when they told me that they wanted to do Woman and they wanted to be around dance, what's crazy is that I told them I was like, I only get 2 days. I really wanted to win VMA's best choreography. I told them that. I was like, I really wanted to win VMA best choreography, and I just felt like because I had no time to prepare and choreograph, I was like, that's not happening. So that's actually really funny. So for casting for this video, I literally had no time because I got information for this video actually when we were on the set for Get Into It Yet. And I really had no time to cast, so there was no time for an audition or anything like that. I just cast it to the best of my ability based on what I thought I wanted for this video. And it's really crazy. It turned out cool, but yeah, it turned out cool. So let's just say I got into rehearsals and changes had to be made to the cast. So it was just a lot of things that were interesting about the process to Woman. Working on this video, it was as normal. Doja just like normally, she always trusts me to just do what I want to do. And she just trusts me. She says it all the time, just do your thing. And it was just important for me to just make sure it didn't feel spot on because it has like an African influence to the music. And it's like you naturally would think that, okay, I'm gonna go to the African drawing boards. And for me, I didn't want it to feel like super cliche. I wanted it to feel like its own little vibe that still felt kind of eclectic, yet kind of like movement from our ancestors without quite being super like. And I added in like just a couple trendy dances from Africa. Ooh, pause. There's this dance that I really want to know the name of that I don't know the name of it, and I want to quote it.
Oh my God. What the fuck?
Bitch, I'm filming content. Oh my God, look, I need to know the name of this dance. I don't know the name of it. One of my favorite dances that I included is called, I believe, I can be saying this so wrong, but it's like Dakiwe. And it's like, it's really cool and like, really like swaggy. So it's like, I just wanted to include just a couple cool dances up in there from the motherland, but not full-fledged African. You hear me? And now we are going to react to Doja Cat, Woman, choreographed by yours truly. This look is like that girl. Okay, Brett Allen Nelson, by the way. He's the shit. He's one of my favorites. He don't play.
You see, you can I got delicious taste. You need a woman.
So the theme behind the choreography for this music video, at least for this certain, no, it's for the whole video, honestly. Initially, like the director, Child, who did an amazing job, she wanted me to like really utilize the sand and like the water and things like that. But for me creatively, like what I saw was Amazonian, regal, like strong women in the middle of a desert. Like you're driving through a desert and they're literally just there, so strong, like just bathing in the sunlight, just kind of just freely dancing and just freely being. Like they're on a quest, but they just stopped to do some choreography. It's not like, oh yes, we're gonna do a sand performance or a water performance. It's just like, no, this is where we exist. And this, we're just dancing here and we're strong. And yeah, that was the vibe that I tried to create. Listen, that little part right there, I drilled that part so many times because them girls' arms, it was so important that them arms was crisp for me. They just couldn't get crispy chicken. Those ones right there, well, that was a hard part to get crispy. I don't know why, but it was. Also, I think the angle of the arm, I'm very, very, very detail oriented when it comes to like choreography and like lines and stuff like that, and the energy behind it. What you'll notice is that this is not choreography to where it's like a TikTok trend. I didn't care for it to be like a TikTok dance or anything like that. It was really important for me to like create a vibe. Pretty simple movement if you ask me, but it's the way that they're doing it, and it's the precision and the energy behind the movement. That's what was very important to me, and I think that's what made it hit a lot harder for people, was the delivery. Ow, 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 there it go, there's a dance. To me, the sand was them on their way to a destination, and the water to me was them reaching another part of their quest. And it's like, yes, we're just here, and it's just like, oh, yes, we're in the water, and it's just another moment. Not like, in water performance cue right now, splash! Like that just wasn't the moment for that. Not for me. I didn't want that to be that. You see how it looked like they're just kind of like bathing and they just kind of got out the water real quick? You saw the way they just, That's what that was supposed to give. That's what that was supposed to give. Hey. So Brett had them in like high fashion, right? It's only the best when Brett's giving the fashions. He ain't putting them in no cheap stuff. He putting them in the high fashions. And let me tell you something. That full out booty shaking had them beads falling off. Okay, listen. Them fashions wasn't for that. Wasn't for that. I had them girls shaking for they gyrating for their life. Stuff was coming off. So if you really pay attention to the bead, like to the video, like some of them skirts started out with like 14 beads and ended up with 1.
You would never know a guy without a goddess is honest, is fucking honest, kidding. I could be on everything. I mean, I could be the leader.
Can we talk about that Doja learned all this choreography in 2 days? Have we talked about that? 2 days. And I think when she got on set, she realized why she likes to have time. We had to try to find ways for her to do her best, like breaking it down in certain segments, because it is very hard to go from glam, hair, keeping everything intact, touch-ups in between, and then trying to focus on choreography that you barely know. That's for anybody. Even dancers, if you're learning a whole song in 2 days and having to go on set and do it like that next day, that is a very hard task. So it was like very important for us to like think smart and make sure that she can get the choreography out, because she also has to focus on rapping the words. This look 8. This looks 8. The movement direction to me was, of course, like early 2000s inspired. Like I looked at her look, the red braids, like it was just such a serious look to me. Like, so I think the intensity in the eye, and like when I looked at the room, it just gave me motions like that, and just like little, like, you know, mysterious kind of energy. And that's where we went with that, and just creating shapes. And even like some of her suggestions were just doing something that felt like she had this great suggestion you're gonna notice in the video, where she opens her arms like this and she gives that symmetry and she starts just moving her hips. That was her idea. And when I looked at the shot, I was just like, bitch, that's a genius. Yeah, I love this. Is like one of my favorite parts. There it is, there it is. There it is. I remember the first time I watched this take of the video, and I was just like, bitch, where is this? But it was too late to change it. But there's a choreography version where all of the choreography is there. But that was one of my favorite moves, and it's not in the actual video. Yeah. This gesture here, it literally shows you the energy behind that moment in that scene. Like with them, like with their hands on their hips stretched out, and just like slowly rest your head back, like the sun is shining on your face and it feels so good, and you're just relaxing in the sun. And to me, like, I think that energy had a lot to do with what people felt when they watched the video. The intention. That's like one of my favorite like pictures of the video actually, and it's so simple. Breathe, baby. I was actually shocked that it wasn't no more of that up in there. Because when she got into that back bend and she folded backwards, and I was like, bitch, stretch it! Stretch it! And she started like pumping that chest and moving around. It was some good in that shot right there. She tore that up. It was more than what y'all see. And like I said earlier, I had no expectations because of the lack of time in preparation that this would even be nominated for a VMA award. But when I knew that we were doing the woman video, I know that that's what I wanted. I really wanted. I told the director, I told the stylist, I'm like, I want VMA Best Choreography. And it's actually really odd that I won. I wasn't, they didn't televise it, but I did go, they did invite me. And I left directly after Nikki's performance because I didn't want to get caught in the traffic. So when I left, I had no idea, you know, of course, like when they were gonna announce it or anything like that. And so I was it was like an hour ride back to my hotel. And I'm just like, okay, well, that's the night. And I'm like, I'm just gonna order me some Chinese and pull all these clothes off. And like, I literally had like put on a sweatshirt, took all my jewelry and everything off. Like, I just washed my face, ordered Chinese. It had just gotten there. And after the Chinese got there, like my phone started like going off. And I honestly, to be completely honest, I wasn't in a bad mood, but it just felt like I had forgot about the award. Like it was like not in an ungrateful way, but I just felt like I wasn't gonna win. I know that sounds really negative, but like I just felt like I wasn't gonna win, and I wasn't upset about it. But it was just like, okay, you know, I was so excited about my Chinese food. Like I was really excited about my Chinese food. So like, I didn't even get to open it. I took it out the bag, and I think I had like a bite of a noodle, and then my phone starts going crazy, and I'm like, what the is going on? Like, and so then someone's like, oh, congratulations. And I'm just like, okay, maybe they're responding to like my nomination. Because earlier I was like, okay, I'm on the way to the show. I don't care about winning. I'm just really happy to be going, which was genuine. I really already felt like I won because I was nominated. Like that was huge enough for me. So I'm like, okay, that's cute. Thank you. You know, da 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 da. And then like 2 seconds later, it's like, ding. Oh my gosh, congratulations. And I'm just like, wait, what? They didn't say anything, like, and I was just like, wait. Then the next person is like from the record label, and she sends me this long message like, Cortland, I just want to say that I am so proud of you and blah, blah. And I'm just like, whoa, what's going on? And it just kept going, and my phone started going like really crazy. And I'm like, no! I'm like, I won, oh my God! So I'm like, first thing I think is to call my mom. So I'm in a hotel room, I'm screaming to the top of my lungs like a football player, like a football team just won. And like screaming, like, and I had, let me tell you how random it was. I had requested silverware from downstairs. So that shows you how like quick I was ready to eat my Chinese food and how quick everything unfolded. So in the middle of me screaming on FaceTime with my mom, she's crying. I'm like, let's go! And like, next thing you know, it's like knock, 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 knock. And the guy's like, here you go. And I'm like, ah! And like, we're like going crazy. And like, yeah, that's what happened. It's really crazy. My trophy's still not here, but it should get here. It's like sometime next week. Because they asked me for my information the other day. But I'm just really excited. I can't believe I'm about to have a moon person.
You're gonna have me.
And that was my reaction to Doja Cat's Woman. Yeah, guys, like this choreography won a VMA award. Like crap. Hell, if I could do it, you could do it too. Stay true, do your thing.